The final episode of Tokyo Revengers was very eye-opening. I think that's the word I want to use, eye-opening. All the questions, everything I wanted to know since season 1, honestly. Most of it has been answered now in this episode, finally. But first things first, I'm sorry, Takemichi. I apologize. Back in season 1, I think I have a video about it. One of the first videos I ever made in Tokyo Revengers was calling Takemichi one of the biggest simps I've ever seen in my life. Trying to save a girl, an ex that he's not with anymore. Years later, he broke up with in middle school, 26 years old, learning about her death, and then ending up going through this journey. But now I have to apologize because I thought you were grinding for her love. But no, like in comparison to Kizaki, you were just doing the bare minimum. Kizaki was truly grinding for Hina's love. If you've been watching my reviews for this season, it's probably like a top 3 question, or maybe the number 1 question I've been asking was, why is Kizaki doing all of this? Why does he want to be a leader of Tomon? Why does he want to be connected with Mikey? What's the purpose? What's driving him to do all of this? And now after watching this episode, we all know why. For over a decade, just to get Hina's love, he's been grinding from the dirt, from the mud. Take a moment to think about that. He grinded like before his balls dropped. He started his grind. Before puberty, he started his grind. Heck, I don't even think they're in the same school right now. Like, he's around other girls, but he's still on his grind for this one girl. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. And the fact that he still couldn't get her after the fact that Takemichi broke up with her in middle school is crazy. Like, what? That is crazy. So yeah, Kizaki, you've done it. You did something far greater than Takemichi could ever done. He really stuck to the grind. Like, at least Takemichi was willing to break up with Hina, I think in season 2, but nah, you sticking to the grind all the way through. I don't know what to think about Kizaki after this episode, but let's get to the other stuff. Let's get into a more serious note, right? Because that's not the only thing that was eye-opening, right? Takemichi peaked in this episode. Actually, to be honest, he peaked. I don't know if this is a better episode than episode 10 for him. But he in terms of fighting capabilities, he peaked. Did you not see how he just like did a no hesi kick on the gun when Kizaki was I don't think he was gonna pull the trigger, but that was ridiculous. That's the greatest flex I've ever seen Takemichi maneuver in his life. What type of reflex? That was crazy. That was max potential right there in an instant. How the hell did Takemichi do that? What the hell was that? I still don't understand how he did that. To this moment, I still don't understand how his instincts trigger, like his potential just peaked at that exact moment. But let me say this, did the fight live up to the hype? I mean, honestly, in an emotional sense, I'll say it did a really good job. We got the backstory of Kizaki. They both pulled a gun at each other. It was more of I'll say this, it was more of an emotional battle than like them having a fist fight, you know? Especially as they were showing Kizaki's past and the reasons why he was doing everything he was doing during the fight, the words they were saying to each other, all the emotions from the previous seasons leading up to this moment. That's really what's driving this fight. Like, it wasn't, if you were focusing on like them actually fist fighting and who was winning the fist fight, then like you would kind of miss what would make the fight good in the first place. It was more of the dialogue, the way they were talking to each other, who had the emotional edge, the mental edge, I should say, you know? And then especially when Hina showed up, yo, Kizaki could not like hold his ground. He was like, nah, I can't lose in front of my woman. Nah, running away from Takemichi, running away from a 1v1 with Takemichi is crazy. I ain't gonna lie to you. I know his crush is there. He didn't want to get embarrassed in front of Hina. I know, that would have been bad. That would have been bad. Like, he already got punched in the face in front of Hina. It would have been bad if you guys asked me, by Takemichi out of all people in front of Hina. That's crazy. I can't blame him a little bit, just a little bit. He made that was a business decision. That was a smart move of him. He knew what he was doing. Now, Kizaki's death, let's talk about that. It's confirmed from this episode he's not the time traveler. I don't know where this show goes from here, right? I still think Hanama is the time traveler. I think this guy right here is the time traveler. He has to be. Unless they're about to introduce a new character if they have another season. It looks like they're gonna have a season based on the ending. But in case like they introduce a new character, I think Hanma is the time traveler. It kind of makes sense to why he's been walking around Kisaki all this time, because we really don't know why. And now the meaning behind Kisaki's death. Where does the show go from here? Because he's been driving the plot this whole time. Everything, all the events has been going on. He's been the driving force. So what happens now? Is this the end of Tokyo Avengers, or there's more to come? Because it seems like based on the ending, based on Takemichi saying that after Kisaki's death he's still trembling, it seems like it's not over. Like, what we need to see now is what happens when he goes back into the future, because this is going to be the biggest change ever we have ever seen. I think they should have ended it with him shaking hands with Naruto and seeing if he can go back. That should have been the way the show ended, if I'm being honest. But I don't know. Overall, this was not just a good episode, but a great season. Like I always say, Tokyo Revengers really put a lot of time and effort into the emotional aspect of the show, of the plot, making sure everything connects, or not really just connect, but there's depth to it. They don't spend much time expanding and adding new things. They like to go deep with what they have, with the characters, understanding each one of them, what makes them who they are, why they do what they do, what's driving them, their nature in general. Like, it's just, that's what makes the show really good, at least for me in this season. But yeah, you let me know your thoughts on this episode, and I guess maybe season 3 as a whole. Is there gonna be another season? I'm assuming there is. If any manga readers, just confirm if there's another season. Just say yes or no, and that's it. No spoilers, please. But yeah, if there is another season, what is your predictions for next season? Because it looks like the next season is gonna be about the other time traveler, I'm assuming. Watch how it's Kogchan, right? watch how that's the case. That'll be crazy. But yeah, one more thing. Are you guys interested in seeing a tier list from me, like an episode tier list for Tokyo Revengers? You know, me ranking every episode and what tier I put them on. You know, and I think maybe in that video I'm able to express a little bit more of my overall thoughts of season 3 as a whole. So yeah, you let me know if you're interested in seeing that. Anyways, like I always say, let's have a discussion in the comment section down below, and yeah, thanks for watching.